Good morning, everybody. Welcome back. And in the first video, I showed you how to set up your form using Google Docs and Google Forms. Well, now I want to show you how to grade that form. So again, I'm going to go to my Google Drive, and I'm going to find my form. So as I scroll down here, and it's in this folder. And remember, it was lesson 6.5 homework. And now I'm going to open up the responses. So as you can see, my students have now come in and they have now filled in their responses. And notice that I get a timestamp so I can see when they've put in their responses. So now what I want to do is I want to go up here to Tools, and I'm going to go to my script gallery, and I'm going to search for flubaroo. And here's my flubaroo, so I'm going to install it. And it needs some authorizations. And you can see, knows who you are on Google, yes. Views your email address, yes. Views and manages spreadsheets, yes. Sends email as you, yes. And we'll see that in just a moment. So I'm going to hit accept. And I can see that it's installed, so I'll click on close. And now notice here in my toolbar, I now have a toolbar for flubaroo. So I go to flubaroo, and I'm going to tell it to grade the assignment. So the first step is it's going to talk about my questions. What is your last name? Identifies the students. What is your username? And again, it collected their usernames as they signed into the Google form. What is your first name? And then it wants to know how many points each one of my questions is worth. They're all worth 1. But you can see I can change and make them worth as many points as I want. If there's a question on here that I'm going to have to grade by hand, I can tell it to skip grading. If there's another question that identifies the student, I'll just click Identify Student and won't grade that. But all my questions on today's assignment are worth 1 point. So I click on Continue. And now my second step, it says, okay, where's the answer key? So right here on top, since I made the first submission, what is your first and last is answer and key. So I'll hit Continue. And it's grading the assignment. And you can see this, and now I'm going to click on my View Grades. And notice down here at the bottom, it's made another sheet in this file. The first sheet was my submissions. Here's what my students submitted. And then the second sheet is the grades. So as I go back here to grades, I can see there was 10 points possible. The average was a 7. 20 student submissions. 3 questions scored low. So let's go look at that. And notice the change in colors here. Zach McGinn, this student is in red. Well, you know why? Because he got a 0. This student's in red because he got a 6. Anything below a 70 is considered not good. So there's another 6 right here. And now it also said I had some low scoring questions. Those are the ones that are highlighted in orange. So I can see that those students had some definite low scoring questions, and I know that that's something maybe I need to go back and look. So I'll go back and look at my student submissions. Maybe it was something with my key. And I can check as well as I'm doing this, because right now I'm also checking the book, and I can see that number 10 should have been 5, so my students are making a mistake. And I can see my low performing questions. And again, here's my grades. I can print this spreadsheet, or what I like to do is I tend to open up another tab and just put it in there. Now, I want to do one more thing with flubaroo. So as I'm going to go back up to flubaroo, and now I'm going to go here to where it says Email the Grades. Comes back up, well, which question is their email? It's their username. And again, remember at the beginning I showed you on the other video to collect the students' South Dearborn emails as responses. They don't have to put in their email. They had to sign into the form with their South Dearborn email. It now collected that. Include list of questions and scores. Include the answer key. And then I can put a message here. Here is your grade. If I need to review it, forward a copy back to me indicating the questions I need to review. And I'll hit continue. And this will take a couple minutes because I am sending out 20 different forms. But right now, flubaroo is sending emails, and it's done. So now my students have the assignment. It's graded. It's emailed back to them. They can check their emails when they come back in, and if there's something wrong, then they'll let me know that I need to correct. And that is how you use flubaroo.